Okay, guys. So let's solve a few questions. This is taken from a past section test. Actually, one of the past mocks. I'll just solve a few questions in the first round. I will try to segment the video into several, segments. Just a, practice session. Just that's that. So the first question. Pause the question. Rather, pause the video and read the question. Okay. A milkman mixes some volume of water to pure milk and gets a water milk mixture of 65 liter. Okay. So what is the picture? The picture is that there was milk already. Okay. And then water was introduced. How much they haven't said, but they said that the mixture is 65 liters. Right. Okay. What else? And then it is written that he further sells this solution at a price that is 20% higher per liter than that of the pure milk. He makes an overall profit of 50% in this process. If he mixes the same volume of water in 230 liters of pure milk and sell the resultant mixture at a price that is 10% lower than the pure milk, than that of the pure milk, what would be his resultant percentage profit or loss? Assume the water is available. So okay, standard question है, बहुत कोई difficult as such है नहीं. The only thing that you need to realize is that there are two components for his profit in the first case. Okay, first one is of course his increment in the price. So milk, of course, there is a quantity. I mean, there is a price attached to the quantity of the milk. Water is free, of course, we know that. But he is adulterating the milk with water and increasing the quantity. If there is another component of adulteration, so basically what I'm trying to say is that if you would remember that there was this idea that AB is equal to, so the product constancy rule that we discussed in one of our previous sessions also, AB is equal to C. We will use this thing and we will use the multiplying factors or multiplying, fractions, whatever you call them, to solve this question. Effectively 20% higher means 6 by 5. Okay, let's let's make this thing a little more intuitive for you, just so that the ones who are beginners will not face too much difficulty. So what is the component of profit? So there are two components I have realized. The first one is of course the price that gets increase or decrease, and the second one is the adulteration. That end up making some profit for me. Okay, so in the first case the price gets hiked by 20%, that is 6 by 5. The multiplying factor is 6 by 5. Now please understand, if you are uncomfortable with this, how is it that suddenly I wrote 6 by 5? If you are uncomfortable, you can just use this 120 upon 100. Okay, assume that one of the quantity was 100 and then assume the other one was 120 after hiking. So milk was 100 rupees and then he added water and then he increased the price, so 120 that way. For adulteration, what he has done, we have no idea, because directly it is saying that he makes an overall profit of 50%. So I'll just keep it that as X or something of that sort. 50% profit, what does that mean? So this is going to be a, again 150 by 100 you can do, and you can get the multiplying factor. Please understand, I know that there is an adulteration factor prior into this question for a very specific reason, and that is because, very interestingly, if he had just hiked up the price by 20%, he would not have received a 50% overall profit. He has received an overall profit of 50% because there is a component of adulteration, something I'm just calling it adulteration component or adulteration multiplying factor, whatever you like to call it, but there is some sort of an X that is into this picture. Now let's do some sort of this thing. Okay, so that is going to be 5 by 4. So adulteration component is 5 by 4. Okay, what does this 5 by 4 means? Let us try to understand this 5 by 4, the significance of this multiplying factor. One thing that I know is 65 liters of milk is there. So when we adulterate the component, so understand this thing very clearly, okay, because this is the crux of the question. We are getting the mixture as 65 liter. Initially, we didn't had water, and that has been represented by this thing, this adulteration multiplying factor X. So in the ratio scale, that 5 corresponds to 65. That is a basically multiple of 13. So this will also, correspond to a multiple of 13, which is 52, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, correct. So, and if you see the, the water that is added also is 13 liters only. So 13 liters water is added into that solution. I hope that makes sense. So how much water is added? 13 liters of that water is added. Now, please understand, this 13 liter is only added to this 130 liters of pure milk again, and then the price is reduced. Let's do that thing to the next case. This time around, the price is reduced by 10%. A reduction of 10% basically means a multiplying factor of 0.9 or 9 by 10, you can also say. Okay, 9 by 10 you can also write, a 0.9, the same thing. Okay, decimals of fraction doesn't make. What about the adulteration? Adulteration is still adding. So now if you are a bit confused, and you should be confused, please write the numbers as it is. What have they said? They have said that they have added 143. So 143, actually 13 liters to the 130 liters, right? So it is 143. Initially, how much it was? It was 130 liters only. And they're asking you the profit percentage or the loss percentage, that obviously these two values will give me. Now I can very clearly see that 143 is a multiple of 13. So 13 ones are and 13 ones are. So 11s are and 13 tens are. So this is 99 by 100. So actually, if you see this time, initially, okay, just a second. Initially the price was 100, but now due to whatever this situation happened, because of that the price got reduced by 1 percentage point. So there is going to be a loss of 1%. So the answer to that is going to be a loss of 1%. I hope that made sense. Okay. Okay, so I hope you can see this thing clearly now. Let's go to the next question. Okay, let's go to our next question. Corners are cut off from a score. We'll solve this some other time. 1 liters of a liquid weighs 2 kgs. Okay, let's do this one. So what they're saying is, there are two liquids A and B, both 1 liters. One weighs 2 kg, the other one weighs 1.5 kgs. If the mixture of 800 ml, if the 800 ml of the mixture of liquid A and B weighs 1.5 kg, what is the ratio of the liquid A? What is the ratio of liquid A and B in the mixture by volume? Okay, very interesting question and a very simple question. The only thing that you will have to understand is 800 ml is given as 1.5 kg, so 1000 ml will be given as 1.5 by 800. So if you get rid of this, it is going to be 15 by 8. So this is 15 by 8. Okay, you had to be careful. Now obviously you can just multiply 80 throughout. So you will get 160 for A. This is going to be 120 and this one is going to be 150. Okay, so this is going to be 10 and I'm just using allegations. and this one is going to be 30. So 3:1. So the ratio of liquid A to B in the mixture by volume is 3/1. So basically 3 parts A has and 1 part B has. So 3:1 has to be the answer. All right, let's go to the next one. So I'm just doing a few questions and we'll do some other questions in a different session. Ajay Vijay, Prayagraj, Lucknow. Ajay, start earlier, 2 hours. Okay, I'll do it some other time, maybe in the next session. Raghu's age and all that, doable question, I'll do it in a different this thing. Okay, doable question, again arithmetic, I'm not gonna pick this one. Okay, mod x mod y, interesting, let's do this quickly. Okay, for the ones who already know the idea, mod x plus mod y is nothing but a it gets represented by a rhombus. But again, for the ones who don't know, for the ones who are actually looking at this initially, so mod x plus mod y, if you just get rid of the mods, you'll see that these are nothing but lines. Okay, lines, or you can say linear equations. X minus y, sorry, minus x minus y is equal to 8. Third one can be a plus x minus y is equal to 8, and a fourth equation will be minus x plus y is equal to 8. So these are the 4 equations, and these are 4 lines also. If you plot these 4 lines, you will realize, I will not get into the nitty-gritties, you will realize that the lines will intersect exactly at 8 0 0 8 0 minus 8 and minus 8 0. Now if you add these points, you will get the rhombus kind of a structure, of which I have been asked to find out the area. So you can see the first one is a triangle, of course. So half into base into height, base is 16, so 8 8s are 64. So the first part is 64, the next part is also 64, the total has to be 128. Let's go to the next question. Just solving the sitter questions, I'm not taking the, okay, log 9x 36. Okay, interesting, let's do this. Okay, so I have this habit of using logs extensively when this is a, this actually you have to know this is a property. I can transpose log to the RHS, that will leave x as it is, that is going to be 9 raised to the power a. Similarly, for the next thing, for this part I can write 36 a y is equal to, this thing can be written as y is equal to 36 raised to the power a. Now if you pay attention, both 9 and 36 perfect square, 3 2a 6 2a, correct? X and y can be directly multiplied because the exponents are equal, 18 raised to the power 2a. Okay, now something of I'm able to find out something. Okay, so I already have a g is equal to root of xy, something like that given, and I am supposed to find out log g base 18, correct? So let's do one thing, let's just g is equal to root of xy, इसी में log fit कर देते हैं. So what I'm doing is log root over xy. All right, you know that this is half, xy to the power half comes out this way, so I'll directly write it. xy का वैल्यू यहाँ पे दिया हुआ है, that is 18 raised to 2a, sorry, log 18 2a. Now that 2a will also come outside, so that is actually going to eliminate the half and only a remains. Now log g is equal to a log 18. So what I can do over here is I can just write log g by log 18 is equal to a, and if you pay some attention, if you go through the properties, this log g by log 18 can be written as log g base 18, that is equal to a. Now this is again a very straight up easy question. A has to be the answer. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, where is it? Envelopes, 1 rupees have. Okay, arithmetic, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, what is the value of, if 5 and this are in AP, what is the value of a plus b? Okay, let's do this one. Looks like a sitter, looks like an easy one. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to make some sense of the property of log that says the common difference is same across a arithmetic progressive series. Okay, so the difference 5a plus 11b minus 3a minus 5b has to be equal to 4a plus 35b. I think this is a very easy question now. Okay, I can see the pattern. Minus 5a minus 11b. Okay, let's do it anyways. So this is going to be 5a minus 3a, that is 2a, and this is going to be plus 6b, that is equal to 4 minus a. 35 minus this is going to be 4, and 24, that is plus 24b. 3a is equal to 6 goes from 24, that is 18b. A by b is 18 by 3, that is 6 by 1, or you can say 6x by x. What they have asked you is a plus b, that is 6x plus, that is 7x, or a multiple of 7. So 7 is there, has to be my answer. That's it. Let's go to the next question. Okay, easy question. I'm just solving the sitters. Now the points 4, 7, 8, 13 are the two endpoints of the diagonals are of a rectangle. Okay, diagonal of a rectangle. The equation of the other diagonal is this. Okay, so this is again from a property of a rectangle. Please understand, I don't really think I need to draw this, but just for the sake of clarity, I'm drawing it. So please understand, okay, that a diagonal, basically the diagonals bisect each other of a rectangle. So of a rectangle, the diagonals bisect each other. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? This 4, 7, okay, you can write wherever you feel like. This point is the exact midpoint of this line. Suppose I'm calling this line AB or AC. Okay, and we have an equation of the line BD. Since this point, suppose this point is P, is the midpoint, I can actually calculate. So 4 plus 8, 12 by 2, that is 6 for the x coordinate, and 7, 13, 20, that is 10 for the y coordinate. Now all you need to do is just substitute this into the equation of the line that is given, y is equal to minus 3 by 2 x plus c. So all you need to do is you need to substitute that. Okay, so once you do that, you get the idea. So this is 10 is equal to minus 3 by 2 x is given as 6 plus c. So this is basically 3, 9 goes that way. So c has to be 19. So 19 is their answer. Easy questions. Okay, we're just solving easy questions. I'm just doing the warm up this thing. If the ratio of the sum of the squares of the first n natural numbers and the square of the sum of the first n natural numbers is this. Okay, I'm not going to solve this one, but I'm going to give you the idea. The idea is pretty simple. This is the special sequence sigma n square, that is n into n plus 1, 2n plus 1 divided by 6. Please understand, this is a standard this thing. Okay, so you will have standard series in which you are supposed to know the summation of the sum of the first n natural numbers, squares of the first n natural numbers, summation of the squares of the first n natural numbers, and summation of the cubes of the first n natural numbers. These are the three things that you need to remember. And yeah, so for sigma n, which is relevant to this question, is n into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, so just substitute the values and you'll get the answers, right? So yeah, let's go to the next one. A is smaller than B by 20%. Let's do this one. This was a good paper. It's a very easy paper. A is equal to okay, smaller than B by 20%, which means 0.8 B. You can directly, or otherwise you could have also write A is 80, B as 100. If you're not able to understand what I'm doing, you can do this thing also. C is greater than B by 60%, so C is 1.6 times of B, and basically they're directly asking a relation between A and C, so just divide the two equations that you see just in front of you. Okay, and I know that you guys have an answer also in your mind, which is point gaya, goes, this is 2, this is 1 by 2. Now this 1 over 2 is a smaller by 50 percentage, so that is going to be a 50%. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, let's go to the next one. 2 men, 3 women, 4 children. Arithmetic, not doing it. The HCF of two natural numbers 24 and their LCM is 76. How many such pairs exist? Okay, so first of all we have, okay, let's solve this one. So a very tricky question. Okay, a tricky question. So how do I proceed this? Okay, so two natural numbers with the HCF 24. So suppose I take the numbers as A and B with the HCF 24, that means I can take 24x and 24y. Now when I say that these are the numbers A and B, 24x, 24y. If I ask you what is the LCM of these two numbers, so you'll say कि sir 24 has to be common. X and y co-prime nahi hai, so we will multiply this also, and this is given as 76. Now at this point number system का idea अगर आप लोगों को है, you will realize that 76 is not a multiple of 24. 76 is not a multiple of 24, right? So because 4 4s are 16, 4 2s are 9, 3 4s are 12, 3 2s are 7. Yeah, nahi hai. So how many such pairs exist? So actually the answer to this will be none. अगर cannot be determined भी होता, नहीं cannot be determined तो नहीं होगा, actually the answer will be 0. Okay, let's go to the next one. Rajesh would reach place in 3 hours if he travel at his usual speed. He covered 2/3 of the distance, 70% time. This. Okay, all right. Let's do this one. Okay, Rajesh 3 hours. Okay, let's understand this thing. 2/3 का बात हो रहा है ना? So I'm saying 2x and x. Okay, so 2x he can travel in how much? 70% of the time, which is supposedly 2.1 hour, and this one is 0.9 hours. Okay, what is given? Okay, so speed usual I can calculate 3x by 3, which is x. What about the speed new? That is distance by time, that is x upon 0.9. And they are asking you how much faster should he travel the remaining 30% distance, which is this one, compared to his usual. Compared to his usual speed means कि इन दोनों का आपको ratios निकालने बोल रहा है. Compared to his usual speed. So they are asking you Sn by Su, which is x by 0.9 divided by x. Okay, which is as good as just multiplying this thing. This is 10, x goes out, 10 by 9. So usual speed है 9, he should be, new speed should be 10. Effectively the increment is of 1 by 9. So 1 by 9 is an increment of 11.1111% or 11 whole 1 by 9%. Right? Let's go to the next one. मजा आने लगा यार. A solid sphere has been kept in a conical cylinder container. The curved surface area of the container just touches the sphere. If the height of the container is 2 times the radius of the base, arre baap re. What is the ratio of the volume of the conical container? Okay, so what is it that we are supposed to find out? We are supposed to find out the volume of the cone by the volume of the sphere. Okay, volume of the cone क्या होता है? 1 by 3 pi r square h, right? That is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, so we have to be careful. So let's use r. And there is a relation for h also given, that the height is 2 times that of the radius base, that is 2r. And this one is 4 by 3 pi small r cube. Okay, so 3 pi cancel. This is going to be 2r cube upon 4r cube, which is as good as 1 by 2 r by r ka whole cube. Now if you can just give me the ratio between the capital R and small r, you will be able to find out. So for that, what I will do is I will try to visualize the cone as a triangle and the circle inside it as a sphere. Okay, please understand that this is 2r, sorry, this is r, this is r, this entire thing is 2r. We need the slant height because this is a cone. So for a slant height, what I can do is I can use Pythagoras theorem, 2r square plus r square, that is root over 5r. This one is also going to be root over 5r. And for the radius, the small radius, I don't know anything. What can I do? Okay, so one thing that is striking my brain is that I can use the area of the triangle formula. Area of the triangle is equal to the semi perimeter times the in radius, right? सेमी पेरीमीटर तो अपन निकाल लेंगे, विच इज और इन रेडियस अपन को मिल जाएगा, और इसमें अपने पास वो है हाफ इंटू बेस इंटू हाइट, विच इज अगेन 2r. वाओ, this is r. Semi perimeter is 2 root 5 r plus 2r. Wow. 2r square, that is equal to r multiplied by, I have to take something. Okay, so there is a 2 outside also because this is semi perimeter, right? This is going to be 2r कॉमन ले लेता हूँ. 2r कॉमन लिया तो 1 प्लस रूट ओवर 5, नीचे 2 रहेगा, r से r ये कैंसिल, 2 से 2 कैंसिल. सो r by, can you see this thing? r by r is equal to, you know, 1 plus root over 5 by 2. Okay, that's it. और यहाँ पे आपका क्यूब करना है, इसका क्यूब बिठाना है. सो ओके, इंटरेस्टिंग, बन गया. सो बेसिकली दिस इज दी, मैं डायरेक्टली लिख रहा हूँ इसको, तो 1 by 2 1 प्लस रूट ओवर 5 का क्यूब, और यहाँ पे ये 8 होगा, और जब इसको आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो 16 हो जाएगा. 1 प्लस रूट ओवर 5 का क्यूब इज टू 16. दिस इज द आंसर. ओके गाइज, अगर ऐसे ही धुआंधार सेशंस चाहिए तो लाइक करो, शेयर करो अपने दोस्तों के साथ, ठीक है. 17 तक पहुंच गए हैं. 1-2 क्वेश्चन और देख लेते हैं, अगर कुछ इसमें और ढंग के क्वेश्चन है तो उसके बाद अपन कंक्लूड कर देंगे सेशन को, और जो बच गए उनको दूसरे पार्ट में कर दूंगा, ठीक है. Okay, what is the sum of the first 50 terms of the series? 3, 6, 11, 18, 27. Okay, so one thing, this is not a arithmetic progression for sure, because यहाँ पे 3 है, यहाँ पे 5 है, यहाँ पे 7 है, यानी कि there is some sort of a, you know, arithmetico something, मतलब कुछ different user defined series है, ठीक है. arithmetico geometric नहीं है, user defined series है. हो जाएगा. आई एम नॉट वेरी inclined in solving this one particularly in this session. I'll come back to this in some other time, maybe in the next session. What is the number of point of intersection of the diagonal of a regular convex polygon other than the vertices of the polygon with 7 sides? Okay, this is a frustrating question of PNC. I'm not picking this one in this session. This requires you, I will have to actually count a lot, so I will not pick this one in this particular question. What is the maximum? Okay, let's do this one. What is the maximum value of the expression? This thing. So suppose I take x by x square plus 2x plus 4 as y, and if I invert, 1 by y will be equal to 1 by y. See, why is it that I'm inverting? Okay, so I should not waste my space. Yeah, so I'm inverting it for a very specific reason. That is because I want the numerator to have those terms. So that will be x plus 2 plus 4 upon x. So this is the, I have to now maximize this one, and I'll have to pay attention that I have to go back to 1 by y. Okay, what I will use over here is AMGM inequality. So what is it that I can do? I can basically okay, so arithmetic mean for the three numbers would be okay, so I can just write 1 by y by 3. This is going to be the arithmetic mean for the individual terms divided by 3, that is greater than equal to x into 2 into 4 by x. This is geometric mean. Okay, multiply all the terms and cube root या nth root चढ़ा दो जितने भी terms हैं. So इसको मैं directly कर सकता हूँ. x eliminate 8, cube root of 8, which is again nothing but 2, which is again nothing but 6. So 1 by y has to be greater than equal to 6. Okay, or this implies that y अगर आप क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करोगे less than equal to 1 by 6. Okay, when you cross multiply, y will go that side, 6 will come into the denominator, and you will realize that y has to be less than equal to 6. So maximum value जो होगा 1 by 6 होगा. So this has to be the answer. इसके और भी तरीके हो सकते हैं सॉल्व करने के, बट ये तरीका मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है. Okay, let's go to the next one. कितने क्वेश्चन है? और 2 क्वेश्चन है. 3 liters of a solution having water milk 4334. ओके, कर दें क्या? कर देते हैं, चलिए इसको सॉल्व कर देते हैं. इजी सा क्वेश्चन लग रहा है. 43. ओके, कंटेनर में 4:3 है 3 लीटर, 3:4 है 5 लीटर, और वी हैव टू प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड वाटर एंड मिल्क बोला है, और इधर भी वाटर एंड मिल्क बोला है. क्वेश्चन में देखो मिल्क एंड वाटर बोल रहा है, तो बस इतना ही है. करते हैं फटाक से इसको करते हैं. सो वाटर एंड मिल्क always use visual representation just in order to make this thing कि कोई गलती ना हो. So 3/7 into 3 liters plus I'm working just for milk. So for milk I'm just working with milk. Okay, 4/7 multiplied by 5, that should give me 9/7, 20/7, which is 29/7. This is for milk. So do I have something like 29/27? Yeah, so I have 29/27, something like that, right? So please understand, between A and C, which one will you pick? So obviously they have asked you milk and water का ratio, तो milk का component पहले जाएगा, और दूसरा वाला जो होगा वो कोई 27/7 something like that होगा. So A has to be my answer. Okay, all right, let's go to the last one. Let's see if the last one has. Okay, okay, let's see. अलजेब्रा है, कर सकता है. एक एक्सप्रेशन दे रखा है, 8th root of 8, bth root of 64 and this. So one thing that I can see straight away, इसको directly मैं लिखूंगा 2 to the power 3 by a is equal to 2 to the 64 is 6th power, right? 6th power of b, that is equal to 9th power of c. Now see, the radicals are all equal, so the exponents must be equal. In other words, what I'm saying is 6 by b should be equal to 9 by c. We can further simplify this as 1 by a is equal to 2 by b is equal to 3 by c. Now obviously a plus b is equal to c is an this thing, na, they're asking for relationships only. So I cannot see a plus b is equal to c. Can b is equal to ac? B is equal to ac? No. No. So this goes out. What about this one? 2b is equal, so 2b 4. So, yeah, so bang on. This one is the answer. Because if you, 2 times of this is 4, a plus b is this thing, right? So that way it is there. ओके, सो आई हैव डन ऑलमोस्ट 5-10 क्वेश्चन, थोड़ा टाइम लग गया, 34 मिनट्स लग गया। इजी इजी क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं। कल का जो सेशन करेंगे उसमें कोशिश करेंगे डिफिकल्ट प्रॉब्लम्स को, डिफिकल्ट क्या, इसी के जो बच गए हैं अरिथमेटिक वाले क्वेश्चंस उनको टैकल करेंगे। तो मेरे को जो एल्जेब्रा और ज्योमेट्री जो मेरे को दिखा सामने सामने, अच्छा अच्छा ज्योमेट्री का लगा मेरे को, मैंने कर दिया। ओके, टुमारो विल डू मोर क्वेश्चंस। थैंक यू। और हाँ, बिफोर गोइंग, लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब, शेयर करो यार, थोड़ा बड़ा करना है चैनल को, ठीक है ना। शेयर करो अपने दोस्तों के साथ, क्वेश्चंस को शेयर करो। दिस वाज पास्ट सिमकैट, वन ऑफ माय पास्ट सिमकैट्स, एकदम इनिशियल सिमकैट्स का है, ठीक है। इसीलिए क्वेश्चंस आपको दिखेंगे डिफिकल्ट नहीं है, थोड़े से क्वेश्चन इजी मॉडरेट लेवल पे हैं। और इसको करने का मेरा रीजन भी यही है कि अभी हम लोग कैट लेवल प्रेप, मतलब कैट लेवल प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर रहे हैं हम लोग, थोड़ा इजी इजी प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, फिर धीरे धीरे हम अपन बिल्ड करेंगे, ठीक है ना। लेकिन क्वालिटी अच्छा रहेगा। दैट्स इट, थैंक यू, बाय।